everybody, it's Luna. So today we're going to be talking about eating disorders. I made a post on Facebook today on my own personal Facebook. I'm just going to tell you what I wrote. People think you can't be fat and have an eating disorder. I spend most days never eating unless I am told to. Why? Because fat people are guilted into thinking it's wrong to eat. Even if you're eating healthy choices, there is a guilt associated with it, and the judgment of all fat people do is sit around and eat. I'll go a few days without eating anything more than a granola bar or something, because even if I eat right, I feel guilty about eating at all. Let me repeat that. I feel guilty about doing something that keeps me alive. It is human necessity to eat food. Gunny, no. Most of my weight gain came on once I started neglecting my body's need for food, because it was storing the little bit I did eat. Now I am forced to eat 6 small things a day, and I have lost weight. And this has only been a couple weeks, not even that I've been doing this. I was at 360 pounds, I'm down to 344. And I'm gonna not care that I'm telling you guys what I did weigh and what I do weigh now, because those are numbers on a scale. They do not dictate what kind of person you are or what kind of life you live, anything like that. They are numbers. They are not important to your overall life. They're not going to dictate how far you go in life or how good of a person you are or anything like that. And I'm going to have another video on this later, but body confidence does not come from how much you weigh. Being confident in your body, you get one body to live in for your life. You need to learn to love what you've got, because you don't get to say, hey, I want a completely different person's looks. I mean, well, plastic surgery and stuff. But you are still going to be in the same physical body, whether it looks different or not. You need to learn to love yourself. And it's got nothing to do with, oh, I weigh this much, so I can't love myself. No, you do love yourself. I'm not completely happy with how I look, but I do love my body because it's my body and it's been with me through everything. Since the day before I was born, I've had this body, and I'm going to have this body for the rest of my life. It's something I need to learn to respect and love, and that's a hard road to go through because media and things like that tell us, hey, you need to look a certain way. You don't. You look how you want to look. What you think is good for you. You look like that. If you are happy with yourself, then it doesn't matter if other people are happy with it or not. But back to my main topic of eating disorders, it is a thing that you can have if you're bigger. You can starve yourself and still be big, because the second you do eat, your body's going to store it, and that's going to contribute to weight gain. I've been there, I know. I was 180 when I was in high school, and then I just gave up on eating food at all. I know that people will talk bad when you do eat, but that's something I have to learn to ignore personally, because when I hear somebody saying like, oh, look at that person eating food, they probably should cut back. Like, that could be my one meal that I have a day. And letting somebody tell me that I shouldn't do something that keeps my body living and healthy, I'm not going to deal with it, because it's my body. I know what I do, and I know whether what I do is healthy or not. So if I know that if I'm eating a salad and somebody's judging me for it, screw them, because I'm eating a salad in the first place. Because I'm eating in the first place when I don't. And Cheesecake will tell you how many times she'll come home and force me to eat because I don't like to. And it is something that I feel guilty about, even just having a granola bar for the only thing I eat during a day. I feel guilty about it because I'm like, oh, I'm big, I probably shouldn't be eating. But I'm big, so I should be eating, because if I did, my metabolism would kick in. And, yeah, just don't let people get to you and tell you how to live your life. Like, it's your life. It's not anybody else's. You're the one that lives with the choices and things that you've made. Nobody else does. So it doesn't matter if somebody thinks I shouldn't eat a cheeseburger. If I'm hungry and it sounds good, I'm going to eat a freaking cheeseburger. Why? Because I'm hungry. If a skinny person can eat it, so can I. I'm not going to sit there and eat like 70 of them, but I can have a cheeseburger. But I'm sorry. My dog is flinging himself around. But yeah, I hope my point comes across, and definitely feel free to like leave me a comment or a message or something if you want me to clarify anything that I ever say, and it doesn't make sense. Just let me know, and I try my best to make sense, but I don't really write down what I'm gonna say before I start these, so I just kind of speak from what I'm feeling at the moment. But for sure, leave me a message, a comment, more things you want me to talk about or hear about. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, guys. Love y'all.